This is Nightline. Tonight, ordered to shut down the girls' campus of the boarding school for troubled teens that Paris Hilton called a living nightmare, losing its license after a recent complaint.
It's truly horrific what happens behind closed doors at Provo Canyon School.
And a years-long campaign by the Star.
I truly think that this place is beyond saving.
Speaking out against the abuse she says she suffered.
Children are literally sent to be healed, and instead they're being more traumatized than from when they walked in.
Why Hilton says this is just the beginning. Plus, the Whoopi monologues.
You know, like I was on the beach and like these people came up to me and they said like, "Are you a valley girl?" And I said, "No, I'm a surfer," because before there was the mall, there was the ocean, okay?
The one-woman Broadway show that launched Whoopi Goldberg's groundbreaking career.
The thing about all of these characters is that they'll look like whoever you are as you hear them talk.
Now getting a theatrical revival with a star-studded cast. The unexpected reason Kerry Washington says the show inspired her own career.
She's really laid the groundwork for all of us. So to be able to do this for her is so cool.
And who's celebrating their Emmy nominations tonight? The astonishing number of nods for a certain dramatic series, leading the pack. From ABC News headquarters in New York, this is Nightline. Thanks for joining us. Tonight, Paris Hilton finding justice as the boarding school for troubled teen girls she is long accused of abuse is stripped of its license, facing a list of alleged violations closely mirroring what the Star has said all along. Though she says she's never been prouder, her campaign is far from over.
It's truly horrific what happens behind closed doors at Provo Canyon School.
The girls' campus of the residential youth facility Paris Hilton was sent to as a rebellious teenager ordered to shut down.
When we spoke to you in the past, you said that it was a living nightmare. Do you feel like this is allowing you to wake up from that nightmare?
Definitely. This is something that's haunted me since I was a teenager, where I would have severe nightmares, and it just felt so real. Ever since I've been doing this work, those nightmares have went away.
Provo Canyon School claims to treat troubled teens, but Paris says she faced unspeakable abuse there.
Do you feel vindicated? Do you feel heard by this decision?
I definitely feel heard, and so do all the survivors. To hear this news is incredibly healing.
The order to close comes after years of lawsuits by families and mounting pressure from survivors who say they've been inspired by Paris.
I truly think that this place is beyond saving. Provo Canyon School is not safe for children. I think that they've made that very clear.
Just this week, the Utah Department of Health revoking Provo Canyon School's license to its Springville campus, citing multiple alleged compliance issues from recent years dating back to 2025, including failure to protect clients from harm and for engaging in an unnecessary restraint and aggressive physical contact with a client. These recent incidents allegedly occurred decades after Hilton's time there.
When you hear the details, what goes through your mind?
Well, I lived it, so I know exactly what they're talking about, and the things that they're saying here are not even a tenth of what is actually happening behind closed doors. Children are literally sent to be healed, and instead they're being more traumatized than from when they walked in.
While the school now has new ownership since Paris's time there, she says not much has changed.
I've spoken with families and children who have been in the facility as recent as 2 weeks ago, and things have gotten even worse there.
In a statement to ABC News, a representative for Provo Canyon School saying in part, "We disagree with the state's decision to revoke the Springville campus license and are evaluating all available legal and administrative options, including an appeal. As this is an ongoing matter, we are limited in what we can say at this time," adding, "Our priority remains providing safe, high-quality care and support for adolescents and their families, and we remain committed to serving those in need." I first sat down with Paris more than 3 years ago at her Beverly Hills home to talk about her experiences at a slew of controversial boarding schools, including Provo Canyon.
People are profiting off the abuse of children. This is not right. It's so wrong.
In what ways do you now feel like you own your story, and why is it so important for you to tell it?
I feel like I own my story because I've lived this very full life and have been through hell and back. That's what I'm most proud of.
Paris Hilton was the classic teenage rebel, staying out late at raves, kicked out of multiple high schools. So her parents sent her to a series of boarding schools for troubled youth.
It's a multi-billion-dollar industry.
And what does it entail?
Thousands of schools, wilderness camps. And these schools, a lot of them have no oversight or regulations, so people don't even know what's happening.
It was there that she says she suffered shocking abuse.
The people who work at these places were just evil, and it was terrifying, and going through, emotional, physical, psychological, sexual abuse.
She says the most traumatic was Provo Canyon School in Utah.
What type of abuse do you remember from Provo?
Throwing us against walls, strangling, hitting. Late at night, they would take certain girls into a room and do cervical exams with male and female staff. And it was not like something that was a doctor. Like, these were just them doing this late at night to girls.
Did that happen to you?
Yes.
Invasive searches and stuff?
Yes. I think that was just another way for them to have that power over us, and also I think that a lot of them enjoyed it.
You said they would watch you showering.
Yes, male and female staff would watch the girls shower.
Paris says at one point she was placed in solitary confinement. Paris sharing this photo on Instagram, showing her just after leaving those schools when she turned 18, writing, "I can see the pain in my eyes. I was so traumatized that I pretended everything was okay, trying to block out the painful memories." She says her parents first sent her to those schools because of what she now knows was undiagnosed ADHD.
Just back then, no one was really talking about ADHD, and no matter how hard I would try in school, I could not focus. I was constantly getting in trouble, and it was just really difficult. That breaks my heart that so many kids are getting punished just because their brains work differently.
Paris has turned the trauma and pain into action, taking her story all the way to Capitol Hill, where she's been fighting for legislation that would regulate those so-called troubled teen programs.
Imagine if it was your child who was suffering abuse, neglect, or death in the name of treatment. Wouldn't you do everything in your power to protect them?
So far, I've helped pass 16 state laws and 2 federal bills to protect children.
What would you tell that younger self who was going through what you were going through?
I would give her a big hug, and I would say, "Paris, I know that this is the most difficult and painful experience you're ever going to go through, but I promise you it will be worth it, because one day you're going to save this from happening to other kids." I can't believe it. Sorry, I'm just getting emotional just thinking about it, but I'm so, so proud.
Oh, baby, baby kiss.
Part of her healing, Paris says, was also returning to making music and finding a partner she could trust, husband Carter Ream, and building a family of their own. The couple have 2 children, Phoenix and London. She says she told me how her painful past is shaping her own parenting.
I just know how the world is, so I'm just going to be extremely protective, extremely supportive, and always there for them for anything.
Provo Canyon School now has until August 6th to terminate all services at their Springville campus for girls and is prohibited from enrolling any new clients. They can also appeal the state's decision.
How does it feel like now to get this ruling?
It feels like such a huge accomplishment. I just hope it's a huge message and a wake-up call to these facilities and the staff that work at these places, that if you abuse children, I'm going to find out about it, and I'm going to shine my huge spotlight on you, and you will be held accountable for your actions.
While Paris says she hopes that this is the end of a dark chapter for Provo Canyon, her fight is far from over.
There's hundreds of thousands of children who are in these places who have no one to protect them. So I will not stop fighting for this till every child is safe.
We wish Paris the best. We turn now to the war with Iran. President Trump at the NATO summit in Turkey calling the ceasefire agreement between the U.S. and Iran over. Here's ABC's Rachel Scott.
Tonight, as the U.S. launches a new attack on Iran, the second in 24 hours, President Trump now declaring the ceasefire over.
I think it's over. I don't want to deal with them anymore. They're scum. You know what scum is? There's something wrong with them. They're cuckoo.
The new U.S. strikes hitting Iran's coastal radar sites and anti-ship missile locations. A larger attack than last night when 80 targets were hit. It comes in response to Iran firing on 3 cargo ships near the Strait of Hormuz. The big question, what comes next? Overnight, Iran launching missiles at U.S. bases in the Gulf. Those missiles intercepted. The Pentagon releasing video of more than 20 Navy warships patrolling waters near the Middle East. President Trump today sending mixed signals, first saying he would let peace talks continue, then a few hours later saying this.
I'm not sure I want to make a deal with them. We can play games, but I'm not sure I want to make a deal. Let's just finish the job.
And tonight, the calm has been shattered in the oil markets. Gas prices for Americans set to go up. The president asks, are we about to see full-blown war again?
No, I don't think it's going to start again. I think it's going to go very quickly. They hit a couple of ships, and so we hit them much harder. When they hit, we hit, you know.
Our thanks to Rachel. When we come back, we're with 2 powerhouse actresses, Whoopi Goldberg and Kerry Washington, reviving the show that launched the Trailblazers' career.
She's really laid the groundwork for all of us. So to be able to do this for her is so cool.
Welcome back. You know, we all know and love Whoopi Goldberg, the jovial but pointed host of The View. But there's a reason why she became the first ever Black female EGOT winner. From her Oscar-winning acting to her brilliant comic timing, her origin story is now getting a theatrical revival with a walloping cast. I had the good fortune to sit down with them, including Emmy winner Kerry Washington and the legend herself. Whoopi, ladies, hello. This is like the Black Mount Rushmore of excellence. Whoopi, I cannot believe it's been 40 years.
Yeah.
Since the Whoopi monologues.
Yeah.
You know, like I was on the beach and like these people came up to me and they said like, are you a valley girl? And I said, no, I'm a surfer because before there was the mall, there was the ocean, okay?
It not only launched your career and showcased your genius, but now it's taking 5 actresses to embody your one-woman show. What's that like watching these women take your voice and introduce it to a new audience, a new generation?
I haven't seen any of it. I wanted this to be theirs. So each of them has their character and they will make them theirs.
And that's theater, isn't it?
Yeah.
Interpretation. Kerry, your production company, Simpson Street, is helping this reimagination come to life. You've told stories about being an 8-year-old and rocking around, imitating her and swearing.
Yes, I mean for art, for the sake of art.
Understood.
My parents would let me quote the material in all of its brilliance because they understood that on the other side of those swear words was this incredible exploration of humanity. And my love for the show really helped my parents understand why I loved storytelling, why I loved connecting our hearts with each other through story, through theater. So I'm so grateful to have the parents I have who let me watch this and let me dream about carving out my own path in the way that Whoopi has carved out her path, but she's really laid the groundwork for all of us. So to be able to do this for her is so cool.
It is homage. I mean, Danielle, you watched these performances.
Oh, yes.
What resonates with you? Tell me how you watch them and how it resonates.
Well, first of all, I was a chubby girl from Jersey with bifocals and 3-piece suits. I looked like Maxine Waters and Steve Harvey's love child. And I was wondering if there was a place for me in the arts. And so I was a big library girl, and I would take the 167Q bus to Lincoln Center Library, and I would watch Whoopi's monologues every single weekend. And I was just like, wow, there's a place for me too in this industry. And when I say that she is my North Star, she really is. And so it is an honor to have a seat at this table with all of these incredible women.
And now, Kara, I mean, I talked about the Mount Rushmore. You made history as the first back-to-back Tony Award winner as Black female and performer. And yet, I mean, when you look at Whoopi's characters, what strikes you about these characters as they play on stage, and which one do you play?
I have the honor of stepping into the spirit of Fontaine, a junkie with a PhD, and an incredible, wise human being, a person that is of the streets in New York City. This is a New Yorker. These are people that I saw growing up. And I think specifically Fontaine is a introspection into the people who we do not pay attention to. But when I look at all of the characters that Whoopi has put together, these incredibly remarkable, resilient people, it's an homage to Blackness in a beautiful way. Every single character has this resilience about them, that they wake up every day and they face something, but there's something that might be holding them back, yet they still keep on going.
Sure.
And so I think it's really profound to see all of these people together. On stage.
From one very fertile brain.
Right.
Truly. I mean, these characters, you were an underground comedian, a struggling single mom. This is your origin story in many ways. And yet Mike Nichols, the legendary Hollywood director and performer himself,
And theater director.
and theater director, really helped shape this in a way that I didn't realize. And he also pushed you to become, you know, the character in Collar Purple with his friend Steven Spielberg.
Until you do right by me, everything you think about is gonna crumble.
It was a absolutely massive mentorship moment. Tell me about it.
I have had the luck beyond. You know, I had two giants in the industry walk me into my career. You know, the thing about all of these characters is that because I played them, they all look like black folks, but they're not. You know, they'll look like whoever you are as you hear them talk. Because these stories belong in every household. You hear the surfer chick, she's your kid. She's your kid, and you don't want her to have that same ending, but you recognize her.
Whitney, I'm curious, on some level, you're also an actor. You've been directing as well. Where does your career go from here?
I mean, because of Whoopi Goldberg, it could go anywhere. That's possible, and that's the point of this. Is she was and is a multi-hyphenate, carving out space for herself in the world as an author, a producer, a performer, all these things. And ironically, every member of our cast, even our wonderful cast members who are not here right now, Dominique and Keisha, they're also multi-hyphenates. So the piece is asking you to see the black female body in infinite ways. And so I feel a little bit more hopeful now that I've gotten to be a part of this, because maybe the dreams that I've had that so many people have told me I don't deserve to have, maybe I get to have them because Whoopi Goldberg had hers.
Wow. Ladies, thank you so much. Not that we needed any reminding, but you are a genius. And it's really wonderful to see you guys pull it together in this way. Thank you.
Come see us.
Of course. You have to run, don't walk, so you can see the Whoopi monologues at Lincoln Center Theater in New York City. When we come back, the Emmy nominations are in. Who's set to win big on television's biggest night? And finally, Emmy time. It's tonight's Nightline. The nods are in for television's biggest night, medical drama, The Pit.
How are we going to get through this bitch?
About to ask you. Scoring the most nominations with 25. Hacks, outstanding comedy series.
They're my secret wife, so we have to spend the weekend pretending to be lesbian lovers so I can get that Carol Burnett jumpsuit.
What? And outstanding lead and supporting actress nods for both Jean Smart and Hannah Einbender. And fan favorite Dancing with the Stars nabbing a nod for outstanding reality competition program. Good luck to all the nominees. That's Nightline. See you right back here tomorrow, same time. Thanks for staying up with us. Good night, America.